Talk about the future of Mizuno. We got about 3-4 minutes left. Talk about the future. Talk about, this seems like a big point of culmination for you guys where all the R&D, everything you've put toward now manifests itself moving forward. So talk about it. Talk about what we have in store.
Yeah, it really is a big point for us where I think this is where you're going to start to see Mizuno become, I wouldn't say unrecognizable from where we are, but a little bit different than what we have been. Building upon the foundation that we've established with our forging process and our irons. Yeah. Brad mentioned a few minutes ago about the biggest launch we've ever had this past January that really is speaking a lot into other categories, balls, putters, wedges, going into those. With Mizuno, I think we are at a point where the golfer now trusts us. Yeah. And I think we've established that trust through being very consistent. You mentioned that word Kaizen before.
Yeah, Kaizen.
And Kaizen means consistent improvement. And that's something that we've always been doing. We're building
I bet you guys didn't think that I was going to pull that one out.
It was great.
I bet you guys think I was going to pull Kaizen out.
So you're going to see that continue. And that's why we've built that trust in irons. Yeah. And with that same philosophy goes into everything we do. Yeah. So now you're starting to see it in more categories. I can't wait for everyone to see some of the wood stuff we've got coming on. There's some really cool, interesting stories. Again, that's a little bit of a sneak preview, sort of something you'll see in the future, but something unrecognizable in a category where people traditionally don't think of Mizuno. Yeah. We've got some really cool, interesting stuff coming.
And I've learned, so I played so long without a 3-wood because it just wasn't happening for me, right? And then all of a sudden you start hitting your 3-wood and you realize how important of a club it is to have in a bag. So I think all important things. What I really like is that from the short time that I've known you guys is that you're nimble. So a lot of the bureaucracy with a lot of these other companies that become these mega behemoths, right? Like they're almost putting lines out because they feel they have to every year. The thought process is not going into it because like you can't just rename a club number 2 and think it's a brand new club. Like it doesn't have the thought process. So I think the fact that you are steeped in that tradition, but I also think it's really important what we talked about, Brad, about connecting with the consumer and being fun and not being stuffy, because even the name, the Foundry, is kind of freaking scary, right? Like, what are you making, swords? Like, what are we doing here? So I think the line to walk is a really cool one, but I think you guys have done a good job, and your lack of layers probably helps that because